Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. I have got a new deck of cards for you today and a really interesting message here about the mountain. Something about standing your ground, Sagittarius. And I was feeling it really strongly before I got on here to talk to you that there's something going on where you've really got to set some boundaries and really stand up for yourself on a big scale and a small scale, both. And I can't wait to dig into this and see where this goes because I know this is significant for somebody listening here. The mountains, okay? Something about the mountains. So I'm using this new deck today I think you'll like. And yeah, let's dive in here. Chippy, did you come in for a cookie? And Sparky too. My dogs love to come join me. Come on, Chippy, come up here for a minute. Say hi to Sagittarius. Yeah, you guys. They always help ground the energy. Thank you all so much. That's good puppies. Yeah. They always hang out with me during the readings, which is really nice. So let's see what else we've got today. Sagittarius, okay. We have got new cards, they're sticking. We've got the Heart Guardian. This is about love and let yourself be loved. Yeah, love and let yourself be loved. All right, Chippy. Chippy has no problem with that. Okay. All right. That is your crossing card at this time, Sagittarius. Something about love, letting love in. And it might be hard for you because I know Sagittarius has gone through a lot of relationship karma and not always your own karma. A lot of times it's somebody else's karma. So Sagittarius, your guardian angel card is here. I see this on your mind at this time. You may have been connecting with your guardian angels, your guardian spirits, even deceased loved ones, but this is specifically an angel card for you. And I get a really strong sense that somebody here has had a visit from your angels, help from your angels, divine intervention at this time. It's on your mind. It's like you need that. I feel a really strong connection with spirit with you today, Sagittarius. And I feel like and at the bottom of the deck, you got the sun. You know, I feel like some of you have been connecting with spirit really strongly. And when I say spirit, you know, it can mean different things to different people, but I think in general it means connecting to God, connecting to our Creator. And I get the sense that you're getting some messages in that way. We'll see. We have got hold on. We have got spring, the spring card, see your seeds grow. Yeah, there it is with the rabbit on it. And, you know, rabbits multiply. They're known for multiplying. And I just get a strong sense that there's something here about this season of spring and things multiplying. And it could be something in your life that has been multiplying, things growing and that sort of thing. But I feel like it's already happened. I see you kind of hopping forward like a bunny on this, okay? Coming up in your immediate future, we've got the stag. Trust and thrive, Sagittarius. Trust and thrive. I am feeling like, you know, the stag sometimes is solo. You know, sometimes the stag is on their own, and I do see you being very independent and very strong, very much, this so goes with this mountain card. Yeah. Look at this on the back of these cards, we've got owls. So there's something really strong here about being in the mountains, maybe being solo, Sagittarius. Maybe you're going on a trip to the mountains. Maybe you know somebody in the mountains. But your crossing card is letting your heart open up. I feel like if there's one thing holding you back at this time, Sag, it's that. It's this heartache that's still following some of you, okay, at this time. We'll see where that goes and get some advice on it. We have got the Guardian. Let's look at this for a second. Air Guardian, shifting your perspective. Yeah, the Air Guardian. And this does make me think of air signs, for one thing. You know, Gemini, Libra. It makes me think really strongly of Libra in particular. I feel like this is in your upcoming future. It's in the position of that you're going to be really I don't know, connecting with other, you know, like maybe connecting with your rising sign more, or connecting with someone who is an air sign, but also a lot of mental activity. So I was just thinking this morning about air and mental activity. You know, the air signs go to mental activity, intelligence, thinking, you know, all those sorts of things. And this is in your more extended future. And I was just thinking this morning how our connection with our Creator is very mental. And if something comes in to block that, such as frequencies, such as the things that sometimes are sprayed in the skies that look like long white lines, sometimes X's, you know what I mean? Some of those things can block our connection to our Creator, to Spirit, to God, okay? And, you know, I was thinking about that, and the message that I got that I was supposed to pass on to you, Sagittarius, is just because you might at times, especially recently, feel blocked from Spirit in some way, doesn't mean that you are. It doesn't mean that Spirit is blocked from you. So if you feel like you're not making that connection like you used to, like maybe like when you were a kid, or even in recent years, you know, through meditation or through prayer, just know that that connection is still there. And it is, I think, being blocked by some different forces, which is why you have to stand your ground. Okay, this is really significant at this time. It's interesting. I've heard from some people. I think a lot of us readers are getting this message at this time. It's like you've really got to stand your ground about some things that are going on at this time, and you know, push back, stand your ground. Even on a very personal level, you know, it's a matter, and I'm getting the goosebumps all over right now. I'm supposed to tell you this. It's a matter of realizing that not every thought you have is yours, right? Not every bad mood is yours. Sometimes this can be brought on by various things like toxins and frequencies and things that are being interjected into your sense of well-being that doesn't come from you, you know? And this whole thing about, this is in your crossing card, you know, this heart guardian. The heart guardian is in the crossing position because it's being blocked. You know, I feel like a lot of things, a lot of good things are, you know, intentionally or not intentionally, just happens that it's being blocked at this time. And I don't know exactly where I'm going with this, but I wanted to just offer you that to think about, okay? All right, let's see how other people are viewing you at this time, Sagittarius, okay? Other people are seeing you as the moon. And the moon is, take note, take note of intuitive messages. Yeah, definitely take note of intuitive messages. Guys, literally this morning when I was getting this message about you're not blocked from God, Tammy, God is there. Like the messages are there. You know, it's like you might be being blocked from God, but God is not blocked from you, is the message that I got. Did I say that right? And here it is. I literally wrote it down so I would remember, because there's something like, I feel like that is messing with our memory a lot of times, you know, like you'll have a really good thought and before you can even think it, it's gone, sort of thing. This card just fell out. Smoke. Yeah, we've dealt with smoke recently here. Have you guys, from the Canadian wildfires? So let's move on, because I don't feel like that is part of, well, it is part of that message in that it's having to do with like a smoke screen, like blocking, you know, again, things that block us from nature, from sky, from our authentic selves, okay? I'm feeling blocked trying to deliver this message, guys. I am. And it's interesting. There's something about the connection with, how how do I say it? With satellites, with, oh wow, I have to be really careful what I say here. Okay. So I'm going to have to ask you to read between the lines, and I'll show you this card in a second. But I'm just getting like, there are things that are influencing us. There's spiritual warfare going on, is what I guess where I'm headed with this. And I just get like, there's a lot of interference that is non-human. Okay, there is. So, okay, so just watch out for that. Let's look at this. I know y'all get it. So medicine guardian, this is your hopes and fears. Medicine guardian, be open to healing information. This is blowing my mind, guys. Be open to healing information, which is the exact message I got this morning when I was saying to myself that I needed to realize that I might be being blocked from God at this time. We all might be. Spiritual warfare, okay? But that doesn't mean God is blocked from us. And I got a message, and I wrote down the message, and it was about healing. It was about detoxification, actually. It was about clearing and cleansing, and look at all this green healing energy. So you are most likely getting this message too. I often get messages for you guys before I ever get on here, and that was definitely one of them. Okay. Really important message here today, guys. If you just tuned in, be sure to go back and listen from the beginning, because these are pretty big messages, and I think this is going to make a lot of sense to you all. So, Oracle, wait for important information. We've got 2 information cards. Be open to healing information and important information, okay, from an oracle. And of course, that could be coming through me at this moment. This could be coming through a reading you get. This could be coming through your own readings, okay? Pulling your own cards. I know many of you are tarot readers here. Okay. So, listening to messages. Let me get one overview, and I'm going to go back and clarify, get us some more details, okay? Our overview card is the High Priestess. Yeah, that makes sense. So we tune into the Creator or Spirit using our third eye, right? And it's one of the main things that these interfering kind of spirits or monitoring spirits or whatever you want to call it, all the interference attacks our third eye. It tries to keep us from that connection. And, you know, when we're tuning into our own lives or other people or spirit, it's a gift. It's a human gift. And it's the thing that the non-human really wants to block. So this is about harnessing mystic power. Interesting. Harnessing mystic power. Yeah, it's exactly what is trying to be blocked at this time. This is why stand your ground. Maybe you're spending some time alone. Trust and thrive. Okay, here's some cards we got earlier. If you weren't here, be sure to go back and look at these. Because this is really significant to stand your ground at this time. You're going to have to, Sagittarius. I'm going to switch over to this other new deck that I got. Okay, first time I've used it. The Folia Oracle deck. Yeah. So let's see. Let's see what messages we get from this Sagittarius. And I want to look at the Mountain card. Standing your ground, Sagittarius. The Mountain card. I wonder if I can shuffle these. Let's see. Little round cards. I never know what to do with them. No, I guess we're doing them this way. All right, mountains. The mountain, standing your ground at this time, Sagittarius. We have got the scissors, cut off. Let go of what is no longer serving you. Yeah. Yeah, and I know a lot of you have already done that, and you're going to continue to do that. So let's look at the Heart Guardian. Why is Heart Guardian in your crossing position at this time? because of a sneaky person. There it is. A person with questionable moral compass. This is why opening your heart is difficult, because you were dealing with a sneaky person, and this is in your crossing position, Sag, right now. For some reason, it's making my nose itch, and usually when that happens, somebody's going to show up or contact or make contact or something, and it could be the sneaky person. This is somebody who mooched off of you, who took things that didn't belong to them, maybe directly or indirectly, you know. This is something about transferring their responsibilities onto you because they knew you would clean it up. They knew that they could just steal a little bit at a time, like this little mouse. You'd never notice, kind of thing. Excuse me, your energy, your money, your food. Yeah, your food. Seriously, your food. Costs a lot to feed this person, huh? There's a number 42 on that card, and the cutoff card is a number 19. If that means something to you guys. Okay. Let's look at the guardian angel. You are not alone. Guardian angel, it's on your mind at this time. Information. This is the third time information has come up. Can you believe this? So there's going to be information coming from your angels, and trust it, okay? All right, you're going to feel it and you can trust it. It may come from books. It may come from written information, authors of books, bestsellers, you know. Of course, always be careful of bestsellers because, again, those things can be compromised. You know, sometimes people are put into those positions by those in higher positions, if you know what I mean. I know, I question everything these days, and of course I always have. I mean, that's what I do as a medium, but I'm questioning it more all the time. So what's at the base of everything is the sun, enjoying success and happiness, Sagittarius. Let's get a little clarification on this. So your angels are there. There's happiness. Of course, the sun is the best card in the deck, and it's also one of the Sagittarius cards. And it's clarified by adventure. Be open to new experiences. How many times have you heard that recently? Be open to new experiences there, Sagittarius. And it'll bring a lot of happiness. So if you get invited somewhere, go. Okay, if you decide to go on a trip, even if it's a short trip across town, go. There's that sort of thing. Be open to new experiences and adventures, okay? It will help unblock your heart from the sneaky person and from all the spiritual warfare that I'm talking about. So spring, the card spring is going into your past. See your seeds grow. You've already seen some seeds grow, Sag. Thoughts. This is cultivating your ideas. Yeah, you've already done this. So you've cultivated some ideas, as you can see in this card, the hat card. And you've grown a lot of seeds. You grew something new, and this has already happened. Now I feel like you are kind of free to go into the next season, which has to do with opening your heart, standing your ground, getting all these messages. I feel like you're going to get more and more messages from Spirit, especially if you realize, like the message I got this morning for you guys is that you're not being blocked from your connections in your third eye. I'm sorry, I said this wrong again. See, they keep confusing me. There's something here that really doesn't want me to deliver this message. What is happening is you are not being blocked from God, okay? God is not being blocked from you, but you may be feeling blocked from God at this time, but that doesn't mean that you are blocked. It just means there's something trying to put a smoke screen over your third eye. And the more clearing and detoxification and things like that and whatever. Now, I'm not a doctor, of course. I don't give any kind of medical advice or any kind of thing like that. These are my opinions that I feel like it would be advantageous to look into clearing of all sorts, okay? So let's go over to the stag. This is coming up in your immediate future, Sagittarius. It's a pretty interesting and maybe a little heavy message. I know this is not going to be it's not going to resonate for everybody, for sure. But I think if you're on this heavy, and it is heavy, this heavy spiritual path, this is going to make some sense to you, and you needed to hear this message this morning. Pretty butterfly. Look at this. Intuition. Listen to your inner voice. Yeah. Definitely listen to that inner voice now more than ever. And this is trust and thrive. So trust your intuition, trust your inner strength. Trust the time you've spent alone listening to yourself, okay? Beautiful images for you, Sag. This is in your immediate future, okay? Let's clarify this air guardian. Let's clarify the air guardian, okay? This is the mental energy and your connection with spirit. It comes through the higher chakras. It comes through the crown and the third eye chakras, okay? I mean, it comes in lots of ways. What way doesn't it come in? But those are big ways that we pick up on that. So if you have any blockages in your third eye, in your crown chakra, it can be an issue. It's harder to hear the messages. It's harder to trust. It's harder to have that connection to spirit as well, but that doesn't mean spirit doesn't have a connection to you, okay? I know that's the big message here. So, the air guardian. Shifting your perspective is clarified by examining existing beliefs. Examine existing beliefs. There it is. Examine existing beliefs, okay? And I think some of you really, you really are. You're like, do I still believe that? Do I, is that true? What I learned when I was 7 years old, is it true? Is it right? Is it something I should still follow? Only you can answer that. Other people are seeing you as the moon at this time and taking note of intuitive messages. See, these are repeating two different decks, same kind of theme keeps coming through. Take note of intuitive messages, which I literally did this morning for you guys before I sat down. I sat and I literally wrote down this message of not being blocked from spirit. Well, we might be blocked from spirit temporarily with interference, but spirit is not blocked from us. Spirit has not abandoned us, okay? That is a big message I want to get through here. Okay, so moon. This is how other people are seeing you, is taking note of intuitive messages. You may have shared this with some people this morning. I know I did. Trust in divine timing. Trust in divine timing. It's not running out, okay? And use your intuition. Use your imagination and your intuition. But use your imagination and taking note of intuitive messages. So this is how other people are seeing you, as very creative, very imaginative, very much divine timing is happening in your life at this time. We've got the medicine guardian, being open to healing information. This is in your hopes and fears. It's you're hoping you're going to get some sort of healing information. Maybe you're waiting on results from something. It may come through ways that you never imagined. I'm not sure who this is in this deck, because this deck is new and I haven't really delved into it a lot, but this reminds me of Archangel Raphael, the healing angel. He came to me in a dream one time, and it was the most amazing thing. It's been like 10 years ago now, but I was going through a really hard time, and I had this dream that this young man with this sort of long blonde hair like that, but no green wings, showed up in the dream and came up to me and hugged me. And I still remember it. It's like 10 years later. I mean, it's hard to remember dreams that long, right? And because it was real. It wasn't just a dream. And when he hugged me, this feeling of love just poured all over me and through me. I can't even explain. Like, I went through like the next week just feeling completely unconditionally loved by Spirit. And I realized the next morning, you know, when I had woken up, I was like, who was that? Like, that was pretty powerful. And then I realized, like, wait, that was Archangel Raphael showing up, just looking like, you know, like somebody in a dream that I knew, but I didn't know. And yeah, that's exactly who it was. So are we going to clarify this? Maybe that was the clarification. Pay attention to your dreams as well. Okay, medicine guardian, be open to healing information is clarified by a loyal friend, a wise and supportive person or angel. People can be angels. Angels can be people. I've seen it several times in my life. I'd like to see it more. There it is. A loyal person. So there may be a friend who's going to be helping you heal from something, or even showing up in a dream like I was talking about. So let's look at your final outcome is the oracle. Okay, waiting for important information about, oracle information. We've got medicine guardian. We've got taking note of intuitive messages all in a row here, having to do with a loyal and supportive friend. And this oracle is clarified by a new opportunity. The chance is in your hands. And look at that pearl in the oyster shell. Isn't that amazing? So this is clarifying the oracle. You're going to get some sort of message, maybe through your own tarot readings or something, where you're getting some kind of a new opportunity, Sagittarius. Interesting, really interesting. I'm going to definitely take this over and dig deeper at all of this in the extended. So if you'd like to join me over there, you can. Otherwise, this is your complete reading, and I hope you enjoyed it. I think this was a huge message today. So thanks for joining me, Sag. Thanks for being here, and have a good one.